for this webinar conducted by Society of Extension Professionals. As you all know, our Honorable Prime Minister of India is keenly interested to increase the income of small and marginal farmers. In that context, collectivization of farmers for sustainable and profitable farming is one of the best alternatives they felt. So, the government of India has started FPOs as the best thing for increasing the profits of the farmers. In this connection, Honorable Agriculture Minister Sri Narendra Singh Tomar ji has announced that Government of India has already started a scheme to set up 10,000 FPOs with an outlay of 6,865 crores. And the program is implemented at a faster pace. Keeping this situation in view, the Society of Extension Professionals, our society, extension body, felt an urgent and important need to build the capacity of our Society of Extension Professional members and others who are involved in FPO functioning through this webinar by experience sharing of Sri Vilas Sinde sir of Sahyadri FPO. Now I warmly welcome Dr. A. Bhagwan sir, Director of Research, and Dr. Neeraja Madam, who is the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sri Konda Lakshman Telangana State Horticulture University, will also join shortly. Madam has already joined. Welcome, Madam. And Dr. Sudharani Madam, Director of Extension of PJTSAU, will be joining shortly. And I also welcome all the Society of Extension Professional members from State Agriculture Universities, then Horticulture Universities, Departments of Agriculture, Horticulture and Allied Sectors, FPOs, and also stalwarts who have retired from the service. And also I welcome all the students of different universities of MSc and PhD and request them for their active participation. FPO is a very burning and most important emerging topic, so everybody should know. So starting the FPOs is easy, sustaining them is the real challenge, which is going to be addressed in this session by Vilas sir. So I welcome one and all for this webinar. Now I request our director, Dr. M. Jaganmohan Reddy Garu, the Director, Extension Education Institute, Hyderabad, and the General Secretary of this SEP, to tell us some few words, important words about this webinar.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, good afternoon to all. I welcome all the dignitaries as well as all the members of Society of Extension Professionals and others, those who have joined for this webinar on Success Saga of Sahyadri FPO, Challenges Faced and Strategies Adopted for Sustenance, which is scheduled to be delivered by Sri Vilas Vishnu Shinde, the CEO and MD of Sahyadri Farmers Producers Company Limited, Maharashtra. The Society of Extension Professionals has been established in the year 2014 for the benefit of all the extension professionals as well as others, those who are involved in reaching the farmers and interested to equip various methodologies, skills in reaching the unreached. In this context, we have started the journey of organizing the webinars, one in every month. I welcome our ex-Director of Extension, Raj Reddy sir, for this webinar. Apart from other dignitaries, the first webinar has been organized on 28th January of this year on the topic emerging approaches and trends in extension research, a social change perspective, that has been delivered by Dr. P. Seturaman Sivakumar, who was the principal scientist, Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, Thiruvananthapuram.
ఇప్పుడు మీ పేరు
The second
వస్తుంది
webinar
నా
has
పేరు
been
రావాలి
organized on 24th February of this year
మీ ఈమెయిల్
on
ఐడి
the
ఇస్తే మీ
topic
పేరు ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది
practicing extension, that has been delivered by the Honorable Director General of Manage Hyderabad on the topic, that is practicing extension. So today, the webinar on success saga of Sahyadri FPO will be delivered by Sri Vilas Vishnu Shinde sir. And the next webinar is scheduled on probably on 27th or 28th of April. That will be delivered by Dr. S. Venkureddy Garu, the eminent extension scientist, a renowned extension professional throughout the globe. The topic is 60 years of his journey, sharing of success, experience, methodologies with all our professionals of Society of Extension Society. So I place on record the overwhelming response of all our professionals, members of Society of Extension Professionals. And not only these webinars, we have planned many other activities also in future, organizing a national seminar, as well as one general body meeting is also we have been planned to conduct after being the financial last month of the financial year. So that's why in the next month we may plan on one day one general body meeting. In that meeting we will take some decisions to go ahead with some other activities under this Society of Extension Professionals, as this is the Diamond Jubilee year of our EI. So we are taking the advantage of this step also to conduct many activities. So with this, I extend my warm welcome to all the dignitaries, including Subbareddy garu also joined. Sir, welcome, sir. For this webinar, you are the most regularly attending our webinars. Thank you for your participation. I also welcome my thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Horticulture University, as well as today's guest speaker, Shinde sir. So with this, I request Dr. Satish Kumar, please introduce the speaker to all the participants. Satish, please.
Thank you, Dr. Jagannath. It's actually here and privilege to introduce the today's speaker, Sri Vilas Shinde. Incidentally, I'm coming back from a meeting with two of the FPOs in Siddipet, so I'm traveling, but still I have to introduce the today's speaker, who belongs to our fraternity, in the sense he had his master's in agriculture engineering. Then he comes from a very small farming background from Adgam village, Nasik, Maharashtra. Today we are fortunate that apart from speaking textbook language, he is sharing his own experiences in forming a sustainable FPO and taking it to a very higher level. That is very important thing. With his 2-acre grape orchard, Initially, he assembled about 10 farmers and started a small group for way back in 2000. Now in 2022, we are talking of formation of FPOs. But he started his Sahyadri farmer producer company in 2010 itself, maybe a decade back. That is the for starting the farmer producer company was to bring sustainability to Indian farming consumers. Then what he thought was these objectives or this vision can be achieved by creating transparency across all value chains and also integration of crop specific value chain with the technology. And the Sahyadri FPO or FPC is the pioneer in developing blockchain powered technologies. We are talking of blockchain now, how to integrate and how to have farm advisories through blockchain and how to have seed distribution and seed production through blockchain technology. Sahyadri Farms has already pioneered this technology, and his aim is to have a farm to fork integrated model through this FPO. Then the FPO, about the FPO, they are now the leading exporters of grapes, apart from vegetables, fresh fruits, and processes, especially to Europe, Russia, and also Middle East. And I'm really happy to know that Kisan ketchup, which we normally daily use in our household, it's a produce of Sahyadri Farms, which is being marketed by HUL. So the kind of processing we can see they have developed. Then now at present, the Sahyadri FPO has connections with around 15,000 farmers, spreading and providing their advices to more than 30 acres of farmland. And their objective is to reach at least 25,000 farmers and 50,000 acres of farmland. Apart from this, Shindeji is also the Central Advisory Committee member of FSSAI and also is the member of State Export Cooperation Marketing Text. Happy and fortunate all the participants for their active participation, and I invite the speaker to give his thoughts on promotion of
Yeah, thank you, Satish Kumar sir. The voice is breaking, but at the last and the best, I would like to say that under the leadership of Mr. Vilash, SFPCL is connected to more than 15,000 farmers and 29,960 acres plus area under various crops. And he aims to reach 25,000 plus small and marginal farmers and over 50,000 acres area in the coming period. So we wish you all the best, sir. So we are happy that you are providing your service to the small and marginal farmers. Sir, kindly go ahead with your session on success saga of Sahyadri FPO, challenges faced and strategies adopted for sustenance. It is to bring it to your kind notice that the participants are from extension scientists who are working at the grassroots level in our university and other universities, plus the people who are running the FPOs and NGOs and state departments are also in the audience, sir. So keeping their interests and the refinements they have to make in their work, kindly deliver your address. Thank you so much, sir. Vilas, sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Director of the Institute, Dr. Reddy sir, Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. Nirija Madam, Dr. GD Satish Kumar Sir, and all the dignitaries who are present for this today's webinar. Madam, am I audible? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, you are audible, sir. But your video we cannot see.
Just a minute. Okay.
Yes, now you are also visible, Shindeji.
Yeah. So once again, good afternoon and namaskar to all of you. And thank you for your invitation and giving opportunity to share Sahyadri journey with all the dignitaries here. As I think in my introduction already, Satish Kumar sir has briefed about Sahyadri's journey and also on personal level, what the initial challenges we have faced and how the Sahyadri is working on a different level. I'm going to share my presentation in with 10 minutes time, and then I'm going to run a small video about Sahyadri's activity, which will be for around 5 minutes, and then we'll go directly for the question and answer. Madam, can I share my presentation?
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in the share option, you please select optimize for videos and motion. Something it is there. Did you select the same thing?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay. So I think we all know about farmer producer company concept and why we are thinking about the such a organization model. So at Sahyadri, we have clear understanding from the beginning that we have to create a ecosystem from seed to plate, and this should be owned by the farmer. We should have control on production. We should have control on post harvest and also on the consumer side challenges. So with that thought, this ecosystem has built in last 10 years period. I will not spend time on the background why we are leading such organization. What is the situation on rural area and also on the agriculture side? We all know this situation. Individual farmers challenges also we know, and we also know the traditional agriculture supply chain issues, multiple layers in between farmer and consumer, and the issues because of that multiple layers. And because of this background, we know farmer producer company concept or the FPC or FPO, cooperative or self-help, whatever the name will give, how these organizations are helpful and why it is a need of hour. So from the, I think from Honorable PM to up to the on the farmer level, we have clear understanding that an individual farmer is not going to sustain or going to viable his farming activity, and we need a scale and we need also standard and we need efficiency on the farming side, and that is going to become possible only because of the collective, and the collective also we need in professional manner, and that's why we are now talking about the farmer producer company model instead of cooperative and self-help group model. So with this understanding, we have started our journey in 2011, 10, 11. And from the beginning, we are very clear as a farmer producer company about our objective that this organization we have created for getting the solution at farm level and for different challenges. And we have to make our farming operation of all our members as a profitable venture with sustainable development of agricultural community. Along with our own challenges as a farmer, we also need to understand consumer side challenges, because whatever the production we are doing, whether it is for any as a raw material farm or any process farm, this is for the end consumer, and the end consumer is if he is happy and if he is satisfied with our product, then only we can talk about the sustainable ecosystem. So as a ecosystem challenge, we need to find solution for the farming level and also at the consumer level. So we are very clear from the beginning that farmer and consumer, both stakeholders of the ecosystem, are equally important. So as an organization, as a farmer producer company, though it is owned by farmer, we also need to focus on consumer side challenges and also our stakeholders' challenges, specifically on the environment side, and also empowering other stakeholders. So that also we need to focus, and that's why Sahyadri has clear vision from the beginning that we want to become of the leading farmer producer company, which will bridge gap between farmer and consumer, and also gap between rural and urban communities. And with this thought, then we have built our model that we need an end-to-end solution to connect our small farmer to the global consumer. We need a seed to plate approach where as a farmer, whatever the challenges we have on the farm level, we have challenges on post service level and marketing level. All we need to address as an organization. The problem which individual farmer could not solve on his individual level, that problem we have to address on the organization level. Organization is for that purpose. It is not just to get a solution on one problem, or it is not just to solve some challenges at farm level or at a particular market level. We need to solve all the problems. It is not just one problem. It is all multiple problems because of which we are making losses at farm level. All that problems we have to address. So we took this end-to-end solution approach from the beginning. And with this mind, then we focus on different multiple challenges, the challenges at farm level, how we can utilize our resources in efficient manner, how we can improve productivity quality as per global standard. This thing is very clear from beginning in our mind that though we are a small farmer, but we are now competing in the global market, and we have to match with the global standard in terms of the quality and as in terms of the productivity. So we are having focus on these two topics from the beginning, and for that need-based quality input and then all the planting material needs that we have to solve. We also need to focus on testing challenges, how we can solve the testing related solutions for the farmer. Then how we can reduce our cost of production with efficient operation, and also with the innovative solution with the localized resources that we have focused from the beginning. And the challenges on the finance and insurance side, that also we have to solve for our farmer member. So that is the focus from the beginning. And the skill development on farm production side, how we can improve quality productivity. For that, continuous skill and improvement activities are also required that we understand from the beginning, and that we have focused since from the 2010 itself. Another most important factor that as a farmer we are expert on the farm side. We have challenges on the farm side, but still we are doing our farming in best possible way. And as a farmer we are expert on that part. But when we are talking about the post service side, there is a huge gap, or there is nothing happening at farm side, or the farmer we are not taking any initiative, and we are losing a lot of our crop or our product just because of the improper post-service infrastructure or lack of knowledge on that part. So at Sahyadri, we understand that we have to intervene on the post-service part in a bigger way. And with that thought, then from the beginning, we took initiative on the post-service side for all our crops. And the important factor that marketing, which is the crucial factor for every individual farmer. On individual level, it's very difficult to market his crop or market his value-added products because of the small scale, and also because of the lack of professionalism or lack of the ecosystem. So as an organization, we have to focus on all the marketing or sales channel requirements, and how we can sell our produce in best efficient way, whether it is in domestic market or in global market. That also we have focused from the beginning. We understand from the beginning that our competition in the global market. So we need to focus on the global market. We should not have focus on the just on the domestic market, on the local market. Our produce is for the 750 crore population of the all the globe, and we need to focus on that all 750 crore population as a customer. So that focus we kept from the beginning. Also, we understand that domestic market itself is a big opportunity while talking about the export. So, and in domestic market, there are a lot of challenges. We don't have organized supply chains, fragmented marketing channels. That is our problem. So we have to solve that problem also. And as we are in perishable commodities, our main crops are horticulture crops. Fruit and vegetable is our main commodities. So in that, always price fluctuation is an issue, and also quality really challenges we are facing on production side. So we need processing also along with the fresh marketing. And the ultimate goal that the brand creation for our product strong the nationally recognized brand. So that is our ultimate goal. So that also we need to focus. So all these challenges are focused from the beginning, and with this the thought, then Sahyadri's ecosystem is has built in last 10 years period. If you see that now as a Sahyadri, we are not just one farmer producer company. It is a now consortium of the different farmer from different crops. The initial organization, Sahyadri Farmer Producer Company, has started with 726 individual shareholders who are basically grape growers. As grape is our core crops, so the all individual shareholders are grape growers. But what we realize that it is very difficult to create only a monocrop ecosystem in horticulture segment. That these crops are seasonal, and with one crop we cannot replicate Amul model or milk model in horticulture sector, as the crops are seasonal. So we need to bring at least 2-3 crop farmers together if you want to build a ecosystem as an end-to-end business model, and also on the bigger scale. So we focus to bring other horticulture crop farmers along with grape farmers, crops like pomegranate, banana, mango, tomato. So with these 5 to 6 crops, now we are in position to create a end-to-end model in efficient manner. So along with the cross-specific farmer producer company, we have also created zone-wise farmer producer company to bring more farmers in our ecosystem, also to manage the ecosystem in efficient manner. So currently Sahyadri is having 12,000 plus farmers as a member of our core company and also our associated farmer producer company. And we have kept target that we'll connect 25,000 plus farmers in our ecosystem through additional farmer producer company. And we'll have the ecosystem for at least 50,000 acre horticulture crops. So the system which we have now built in last 10 years period is a 3-tier system, same like Amul. So individual farmer is a shareholder of our farmer producer company or a core farmer producer company, and that all farmer producer companies are taking care of all the farm level operations or challenges. So where technical support to farmer, input supply, aggregation of all these farm produce, grading, sorting, packaging, up to fresh product level, and finance, insurance related solutions. So that is taken care by our farmer producer company. And then the as a farmer producer company, we have created our 3 arms as a subsidiary company, which all these 3 arms are 100% owned by the farmer producer company, core farmer producer company, Sahyadri. And these 3 arms are public limited companies. Sahyadri Farmers Farms Post Service Care Limited, which is taking care of post service operation. Sahyadri Supply Chain is taking care of all supply chain operation, and retail is taking care of B2C operation. So because of these 3 structures, subsidiaries of producer company, we are in position to create a solution on post service supply chain marketing side. If you see the business strategy which we have created from the beginning, considering our fruit and vegetables, perishable and also seasonal nature, we have focused on the export market and also domestic market for efficient marketing of our producing better way. Then we have focus on efficient post service management, where we have product handling facility for fresh and also process, and efficient farm management. That is a core objective from the beginning. So productivity and quality improvement through efficient farm management, and along with that optimization of the cost of production, and through post harvest and marketing in efficient manner, we have now in position to support our farmer members with the minimum support price in case of the glut situation or in case of the quality issue. So this problem for the horticulture farmer, that in case of the glut situation, they are selling their producing throwaway price. Sometimes they are just throwing the product on road or in the field. So that problem has sorted with the organization's internal capacity, and also how we can get best possible realization in case of the opportunity. So that is also solved with the efficient marketing in the export market and also in domestic market with our own supply chain and retail network. So this actually gives stability to our farmer members on the overall economy side. We can handle different challenges like the challenges we handle in the COVID period or in other situation. So that is very difficult to solve on individual level and also at government level. But because of this integrated business strategy and because of the end-to-end solution approach at organization level, our farmer members are now in better position compared to the other farmers in horticulture sector. And because of the integrated approach and end-to-end solution approach, organization is also continually growing on top line and bottom line side. From 2010-11 to 2022, we have now reached to 750 crore of business just from the 14 crore business in 2012. This year we are just in last week of March, and we are closing our balance sheet with 750 crore top line, around 60 crore EBITDA. So, in spite of different challenges, organization is continually growing on the top line and bottom line side. We have also focused on creating our own capital, strong capital base we have created in last 10 years period. Sahyadri is now having 150 crore plus net worth with a paid up capital base of 55 plus crores paid up capital and other as a reserve plus. I think on the overall journey of Sahyadri, in the beginning, as Dr. Satish Kumar told, that this journey has started with one small 10 farmers group, and then it becomes a Sahyadri Farmer Producer Company in 2011. So that background is already known to everyone, so I will not spend time on that. This is the current situation of Sahyadri. Sahyadri is known as the largest grape exporter from India since 2015. Since last 8 years, we have maintained this position in spite of the huge competition from the multinational companies and also corporate players in our sector. We are having almost 15 to 70% share, continue to maintain since last 7 years for the Europe market. For that, we took a lot of efforts on organization level, along with APEDA's grape system, which is a known traceability system in our country since 2004. We took our own initiative to create our own traceability system that is not only for Europe market but for all markets. So digitalization was our focus from the beginning. All our farms are digitalized, and then also at pack house operation we have digitalized a solution. So we are now in position to give complete traceability in grape crops. We focus on digital crop advisory and disease support system to give right advice to our farmer at right time and with the efficient way. Regular technical meetings and knowledge point for our farmers in the form of expo visit that we did from since last 6 years. Also, we took initiative to bring better planting material in our country for our grape farmer. With the traditional farmers, everybody is facing a lot of issues on the climate change side and also on the market side. So the new variety was a big challenge to bring in India that we sorted out on organizational level. So Sahyadri is now having 25 different grape varieties in white, red, and black seedless from two breeders. One is from California and one is from the Spain. And this becomes the main breakthrough for the grape industry. So only Sahyadri farmers are having access to these farm varieties, and this is actually now going to make at least 20% additional income for our members, from 20 to almost 80% additional income our farmer members will get only because of this one intervention. Along with all the interventions on technology and farm side, we took initiative on post service side. Sahyadri's pack house is now known as India's largest grape packing facility. We are handling around 250 ton grapes from one facility. So whatever this initiative we took on the grape side, then we try to replicate all these initiatives in other horticulture crops. The crops like banana, mango, pomegranate, strawberry, I think vegetables, tomato, onion. So the idea is to bring different horticulture crops under now one ecosystem. So with that, then the last 5 years we are working to bring more and more horticulture farmers under our farming FPC ecosystem. For that, we created one main campus as a core infrastructure campus. It's almost 110-acre campus where we have all the end-to-end solutions for our member, farmer facility center, handling all our product in fresh and processed farm, from fresh fruit and vegetable to semi-processed to value-added and to the ingredient. Everything is now in one campus along with the testing facilities. for testing soil, water, PTO, and even the residue testing is also happening in our campus with our own lab. We have also biopesticide, biofertilizer production labs. Sahyadri journey has started with Europe market trade in 2004. Before Sahyadri itself, the small group which we have created for grape export. So from 2004 to 2010, with this Europe markets, this transaction and also with the connectivity with Europe market, we have a clear understanding on the farm side and also on the post service side that we have to handle all our product in food safety standards as per the global market. And because of that, from the beginning, from the organization's beginning in 2010, we have clear understanding on the food safety parameters that all our products should be food safe as per the different market standard. So Sahyadri is now having almost 22 different certifications and these certifications actually gave us access to different market. We are certified with all European markets, then US market, Japan market, and then all the major certifications like APCC 22000s, Global Gap, then US FDA, then some ethical standards like Fair Trade Standard, Rainforest Alliance, and then the process side standards, HACCP, kosher, halal, BRC, all are with Sahyadri. And that actually gave us access to connect with the different buyers from the European market, also from the Gulf market, US market, and also from India. So Sahyadri is now well connected with all the major retailers in Europe market, in Indian market, in Gulf market, and also with the major processing companies. We have now global reach to almost 42 countries with our processed product and also in fresh product with grapes, pomegranate, and banana. As Dr. Satish Kumar mentioned about our partnership with Unilever, all the Kisan products, ketchup, jams, sachets are now manufacturing Sahyadri premises. We are supplying tomato paste, and also fruit semi-processed product in aseptic form, juices and frozen to Unilever for converting all these semi-processed product into finished product under Kisan brand. And all these activities happening in our campus. So it has given better leverage to Unilever and also to our farmer members, which saves almost 7 to 8% cost on Unilever side and also at farm level. And this becomes a strategic partnership to create value for consumer and also our farmer members under this brand. We have also initiated our own retail activity under the farm store this brand. We have now almost 12 stores operational in Pune, Mumbai, Nasik, along with the e-commerce platform, which we have started in lockdown period. And through this platform, we are now connected with more than 1 lakh plus families. Along with the retail side, we took initiative on the B2B platform creation side also. Sahyadri is having its own B2B platform under name Sahyadri. And under this platform, we have now 29,000 plus food vendors connected on this platform to our farmer from almost 22 or 21 cities in Maharashtra, some part of Gujarat and some part of MP, which is connected to Nasik. We also focus on skill development part. So our the jobs which are now creating through our APC ecosystem, how these jobs are offered to our farmer youth and also our rural community youth. So for that, this skill development center is operational with the help of Tata Style. We have just initiated a incubation activity for farmer producer company along with like-minded stakeholders from the Tata Group. So this incubation center is supporting to a new born farmer producer company for their all the challenges on the market side, post-service side, skill development side, finance side. Technology platform as you know that Sahyadri is well aware about the technologies used in the agriculture from the beginning. So we focus on implementation of different technologies, also even development of technologies through Sahyadri's initiative with the help of different startups. That helps Sahyadri to make the complete value chain digitalized and also bring a blockchain platform in our ecosystem as we have complete digitalization from the farm to the consumer. Now we are in position to implement blockchain traceability and transparency for our farmer and consumer, and that is happening because of the complete digitalization. That gives a strong boost to the Sahyadri's overall ecosystem as consumer and farmer. both are getting full transparency and traceability, and that is actually helping us to get creating more trust on the overall ecosystem. So with these all objectives, the core objective that it's not just about our changing our agriculture related issues, handling agriculture issues and changing our agriculture ecosystem, but we have to change our overall rural economy, and we have to improve our standard as a community. So we are actually focusing on implementation of Dr. Abdul Kalam's rural-urban or Pura model in Sahyadri as a farmer producer company. We took this initiative that will implement Dr. Abdul Kalam's Pura concept in our nearby villages, and will bring his dream in reality. And with that thought, last 2 years, we are also working with 14 villages near Sahyadri's campus to create the Pura concept in reality. So this is all about Sahyadri's effort since last 10 years. I will run a video also to just give better understanding about Sahyadri's activity, and then we'll go for the question and answer. I'm just sharing the video.
Okay, sir.
Can you see the video, madam?
No, sir, not yet started. Sir, in the share option, did you select that motion item, sir?
Is it visible now?
No, sir, not visible.
Not yet.
I think it is taking some issue. Can you go directly for the question and answer session now?
Yes, sir. Sir, on the screen, we can see the pictures and your video icon.
Just a minute. I will try again. You can see the screen.
Just opened and closed, sir. Sir, did you select the motion and videos when you are sharing, sir? That option is there.
Motion.
And videos. In that share option on the right hand side, you will get a scroll down box. In that, you have to select the motion and videos. Or else if you can send that video to our email, we will play it from this end, sir.
Okay, I think now it is will come.
Yes.
Yes, sir, it is coming.
Is it running now?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
it is coming. It is clear.
Is it visible, madam?
It is visible and audible, sir, very clearly.
Okay. So, I think through video also you have got the clear idea about the Sahyadri's overall ecosystem, how we are working, and the actually the in last 10 years how this ecosystem has been. So I think the most important factor which we learn as a farmer producer company, that we need to understand that the mindset of the farmer is actually one main bottleneck. That as a farmer, he is not thinking himself as a businessman, as not as a professional, and he's always having views about government, that government need to support him continuously. Government should be in this position, whether support on the farm side or on the post service side or marketing side. Instead of that, how we can change his mindset? So we focus on that part from the beginning, and we try to build the professional farmer organization, and that actually gave us success up to this level. We know that still we have a lot of challenges. We have to go to the next level, and there is huge work also we have to do on different level. But I think compared to other farmer producer company, whatever the difference Sahyadri has created, that is only because of the this focus on the changing mindset and to make the farmers more professional thought people, and also as an organization, we can create a professional organization which will compete in the global market. So I think that factor we have learned in last 10 years period. So now I think if there is any questions, we'll go for questions, specific questions.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for the excellent presentation. Before I request the participants for questions, our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Horticulture University, Dr. Neerja Madam, is continuously appreciating your presentation and the information that you have given, sir. So thank you so much. And before we start this question answer session, I request Dr. Neerja Madam to give few words about this. Dr. Neerja Madam, are you online?
Yeah, just yeah.
Welcome,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
Welcome for this
Very,
webinar.
very happy. Yeah. Thank you for providing this actually excellent the presentation by the Sahyadri from Mr. Vilas Sinde garu, Vishnu Sinde garu. So I came to know that Sahyadri is working more on the horticultural crops only. So that's the why I showed interest. So being a member of SEP in 2012 only, I became a member of SEP. So I'm very much interested in extension activities also. So really one should enter mana farmers. Every farmer has to take inspiration from this Sahyadri farms and work on it. And we are also focusing more on formation of FPOs and how to overcome the main problems related to the horticulture produce because they are highly perishable. So how to overcome this mainly the problem of glut in the market and to get the support price, or whenever there is excess production, so how to utilize by processing. So always I used to say that so whatever you will save the post-harvest losses are about 35 to 40% in horticulture crops. If we'll save the produce by processing, that is equal to the production, and we can meet the food demand of the growing population. That's what. And from our university, actually last year, our Dr. Bhagavan, director of which he has already made a visit to the Sahyadri farms. So I came to know from him only in the last year itself. So I'll try to make a visit to your farm in future. And I congratulate Mr. Vishnu so for this beautiful presentation. I wish you all the best. So he targeted for about 25,000 acres. Yeah, 25,000 farmers for targeting 50,000 acres, some so and so. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your appreciation. And I think your visit to Sahyadri will definitely help us to understand challenges from the other crops also. And as you said, horticulture, this sector, in that the small farmers are having lot of opportunities, but because of the perishable nature, they're also facing more challenges compared to other farmers. In horticulture crops, we don't have minimum support price from the government side, and the farmers are always dependent on the open market, and market is continually fluctuating because of the perishable nature. So in such crop, definitely farmers should have their own ecosystem. There is no other option. There is no other alternative. They could not depend upon other any private stakeholder or government or any other company. They should have their own ecosystem. That is the only option if they want to make a horticulture crop economically viable.
Actually the presentation answerable to the all farmers who are going to take up in future the horticulture crops actually. So maintaining, taking up the different horticulture crops cultivation, and that is the, so how you are maintaining, that is a very important. So I would have been thought of asking, so everything you answered in your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it is very good,
Thank you.
very good. Yeah, wish you all the
Thanks.
best. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now, Dr. S. Kiran from Vikasa NGO working in the agency area of Visakhapatnam has some query. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Grace, for the opportunity. Vilasji, it's you're doing a commendable work. In fact, we are also working on the FPOs. We work with the tribal farmers in our Araku Valley in Visakhapatnam. Probably we can think of some collaboration. We can source some inspiration in any way, definitely. So, what are the parts we have, you don't have, like coffee and pepper? Probably we can improve. That will definitely add to your basket, and we also get advantage, like you can hear the export prices and all. So I'll take the contact details from Dr. Vasanta, and I'll get in touch with you. And I have two questions. Like we are also going for the fair trade for the coffee and pepper, and I would like to know your experience with the fair trade, and also the traceability aspect, traceability, which platform you're using? You have your own traceability platform, or your Tresex, or which company you're going with? Thank you.
Sir, first of all, as you said, there is a lot of opportunities to collaborate with each other, and the crops, as our crops are different, your crops are different, but coming together for marketing side challenges or to on supply chain side, there will be definitely the potential to collaborate with each other, and we'll also interested if such opportunity will come. Your question about the traceability system. Basically, at Sahyadri, we have now our own technology team. We have now our own technology arm company, Arm Setu Technologies, which are actually focused on the complete end-to-end traceability system. But in the beginning, we have started with TCS M Krishi platform. Then in second phase, we used Cropin, and also another platform, Kisanam, in 3 years back. And from 3 years now, we have our own ecosystem. But in the market now, there are a lot of such company platforms are available for traceability. And I think now everybody is having this understanding that every product should be traceable. And consumer is also now actually aware about this ecosystem challenges. And they are also asking for the traceability on food safety ground, and also even other social and other challenges. So I think now for every product, whether it is a horticulture or a coffee, paper, or any cereal pulses, now I think it's mandatory to use the traceability system.
And also about the fair trade experience.
Freight, definitely for export, we have a big challenge particularly for this season. But for last season also, we faced this issue in bigger way. In last 3 years period before COVID and now, there is almost 3 times increase in the freight rate price. $2,000 freight is now 7,500 for reefer containers, and that actually has increased our cost, overall cost. And that cost actually it should go on the consumer side. Consumer should pay this additional cost on the freight side, but that is not happening as our commodities are perishable. Supermarkets in Europe, they are pushing us for lower farm market prices, as they are not ready to increase their prices. So in fresh commodities, definitely we are under stress. We are managing a situation in whatever possible means, but it's not a comfortable situation for farmers just because of better exchange rate, and also we have support in other activities due to processing backup and so in domestic operation. We are managing our farm gate prices, but it's a challenging situation.
Okay. Yeah, because we are also in discussion with the fair trade for about the coffee certification. So definitely it's costly, but we are also trying. We'll explore and share the experience. And your traceability is only for within the Sahyadri company, or you're willing to sell this traceability technology to any FPOs?
Our system is definitely we are building for the overall ecosystem. It's not only for Sahyadri. That is the independent company formation purpose is with this thought that we'll build technology for ourselves, but that technology will make available to others also. So definitely that's possibility is there. I think we can, if you're interested, we can discuss that part separately. And in next 3 months period. So we are anyway going to make it available for others. So we can definitely discuss if it is required.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, Dr. Kiran, and thank you, sir. Sir, one small clarification.
Bhagavan, sir, can I ask you a small question, sir?
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, sir. Vilas, sir,
Yeah,
one thing.
sir.
Government is starting this 10,000 FPOs or so. So that is okay. Formation and all is okay. But how to sustain them, sir? What is your message to sustain a FPO working in a remote place or a small FPO?
I think the purpose of this 10,000 APO from government side, it is clear that collective is a must if as a farmer you want to sustain in the competition, and then the collective whether it is in the form of a producer company or the cooperative. So but farmers should come together. So that is a purpose. But if you see just forming the farmer producer company, nothing is going to change. Formation is easy, just bringing farmers on paper together and registration of any company or society. That is not a big task. But to run the organization, I think from there the real challenge starts. And for that, I always quote the example that if we have instead of individual, if we will have the vehicle to reach from one destination to another destination, that is definitely a better situation. But if you want to get the better performance from that vehicle, you need good drivers also. Without driver, vehicle is not going to make any change, and that is actually one crucial factor at most of the APC level. Coming together as a 400, 500 farmer and registration of the organization, that is just not going to solve the problem. The leadership from that 400, 500 people, and the leadership with the clear intention, with the clear vision, and also with the capability. I think that is the one crucial factor which also we need to address along with the registration of the farmer producer company. And in that, I think the university, agriculture university's role is very important. The leaders or the drivers of such organizations, who is going to provide such organization, and from the farmer community also, if just as a farmer, if you are expert, but you are not expert on the management side, you are not expert on the post harvest or other supply chain side, then there is an issue. So as an organization, this organization needs talent in the form of leadership or also in the form of management, and also this is the one crucial factor which we need to address. And then also the capital flow in this organization, how we can bring need-based capital in easiest way. So that problem also need to address. Most of the FPCs are struggling on that part. after registration and by collecting 1,000, 5,000 rupees per person. So they are making around 10 lakh, 20 lakh like that capital. So with that capital, you will not have sustainable business, or you cannot handle day-to-day challenges. And if you dependent on banks, bank is also asking that members should have contribution in the paid-up capital. Organization should have strong paid-up capital. If organization is having 1 rupees, then you can ask 3 rupees from bank. But to collect 1 rupees itself is a big challenge. So that problem also how we can solve. I think on that farmer producer companies overall movement will show progress. I will just clarify this thought in better way. If you see in our country, along with farmer producer company movement, there is also another movement, agri-tech startup movement. So a lot of startups have flourishing last 7-8 years periods. We have almost more than 2,000 agri-tech startups in our country now. So startup in every sector, they are creating real change, and that startups is actually all are initiated by the technocrats, the young technocrats. So in agriculture sector, the startups and the FPCs both are having the same focus to solve the different challenges of individual farmer, challenges of the ecosystem. As a farmer producer company, farmers are taking initiative to solve the challenges, and the startups as a technocrat, they are taking initiative. But in these startups, you can see the lot of different capital from the different sources. It's not from the startup, from the other investors. The lot of huge capital is coming in the these agri-tech startups. Then why it is not coming in the farmer producer company? Farmer, if they are coming together and they are trying to solve problems, then the other investors should also how they can come in the ecosystem, and how they can support farmers to solve the capital challenges. That is also, I think, we need to sort out. Along with this problem, and then the technology intervention. All the FPCs need to understand that technology is a real game changer. It is not the government policies, it is not the government's support is going to change main difference. Main change will happen because of the technology interventions. So I think with this understanding, if all these 10,000 farmer producer company, they will focus, then definitely we'll see. And it's not only farmer producer company, but the overall stakeholder, whether it is a central government, state government, universities, people from the agriculture education side or the extension side, everybody needs to understand these 3 challenges: how to bring continuous capital flow in the ecosystem, how to bring talent in the ecosystem, and also technology. So I think on this our overall success is dependent.
Sir, till the farmers become professionals in business, can they register the FPOs under the Cooperative Societies Act? Once they get experience, can they go into the Companies Act, sir? Is that translation possible?
Yes, it is possible. Legally, it is possible. From Cooperative Act to Company Act, any company they can change their structure as per their need. But I think whether it is registered under Cooperative Act or under Company Act, but challenges are going to remain same. So you have to saw. I think in Company Act, definitely there is a better position to handle the challenges, as there is no government intervention in company, in farmer producer company. In society, cooperative society, then you will have that additional challenge as a farmer producer company. That is again a farmer producer organization. That is again a one challenge. In day-to-day operation, if government officials are keeping their interventions, that is one big issue. In cooperative societies, we have that issue, and that's why actually cooperative farmer producer company format came. So there is no meaning to go in Cooperative Society Act. There is no any additional advantage.
Okay, sir. Now
Can
I
I add?
request Dr. Madhubabu, sir, to pose this query.
Yeah. Shindeji, very good evening, and then I appreciate your very good presentation, and also we have really seen that how much effort you have made to bring this farmer producer company like anything. So really it is a motivation for all of us, and also we have our students here. Really it is a highly motivational factor for this. In this regard, I would like to have ask you small 2 queries. Queries means it is I wanted to enthusiastically know about this. human nature is the other side is looks green. So whatever it is there, why I'm telling is in Hyderabad. So people who do not have agriculture knowledge, the software engineers and all, nowadays they are coming forward and they are making innovations. So they are establishing so many things in agriculture and all. And in this regard, being postgraduate in engineering, what made you to come up with this? That is my first question, Shindeji, because it is also because my own PhD student is doing her research on farmer producer organizations. Number two question is actually here I have gone through your biodata and all. Really, you have just clearly spelled out the transparency in maintaining supply chain management. Okay. So what are the real and main problems or challenges you have faced in supply chain management? These are the two things I would like to know from you. It's not the question. I would like to know from you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, answer to your first question on individual level, from the beginning, from my college days, my personal thought was very clear. What is my career options? In Maharashtra, if you see a lot of, in every agriculture university, the students, they are always preferring to go in government services in any department, whether it is revenue or the police or any department. It is not to agriculture only, but everybody wants a government job, and that is a common factor, I think, in other states also. And the reasons are different. Everybody wants security, and in agriculture there is no security. So I think that is a common understanding at every youth level. Everybody try to go in a safer zone. But my personal thought was different. As an agriculture graduate, as a technocrat, we should go for escaping the challenges. Why we should run from the challenges, and who is going to solve that challenges? I came from the farming family background. My mother, my father, and my whole family is doing farming as a whole-time profession. And whatever the challenge they are facing, if I will not solve that problems, then what is the meaning of my technical understanding? If I'm not solving the problems in my home, then it's just meaningless for my career. So I took these challenges purposefully. It's not just about the farming, but as a rural community. In the initial period during college day itself, I worked with Anna Hazariji for a watershed development project. I did my postgraduation also with the same thought that I have to spend my life for the village development, and in our villages, water is a crucial problem. So I did my postgraduation in soil and water conservation engineering. So that everything I did with purpose. That it was not an easy journey. In the first phase, up to my 10 years first phase, I whatever the experience I did, whatever the things I did, in everywhere I actually just made losses. Everywhere it was just a failure experience. But actually that actually give me more like confidence or more actually inspiration that if in spite of my technical background, if I could not solve the problems, then how I can expect from the government or from the individual farmer that there will be solution and there will be some change. So it becomes a challenging situation for me that I have to remain in this space and I have to solve the problems, and that actually gave some change and also success in last 10-15 years period. On the second question, definitely, as you said, supply chain creation is a big challenge for agriculture commodities and specifically for the perishable commodities. Like our farmer community, which is not organized, as same thing is on the consumer side, same thing is on the retail market side. The market is completely unorganized. Agriculture sector community market is completely unorganized. We have APMC marketing structure, and at that point all the trade is happening, but farmer to the consumer direct trade, if you want to establish and if you want to reduce the middleman's, organized farming structure and organized retail, this is actually I think both are a crucial factor. And how we can create an efficient supply chain with minimum middle level, that is I think the crucial factor while creating the farmer producer company model and focusing on the farmer just on the production side challenges. So at Sahyadri, we have clear understanding that our main focus will be on the creating efficient supply chain and connecting our consumer directly with strong brand. At the moment, whatever the supply chain and retail initiatives we are making losses, but we understand that these losses are either investment in the future. So with that, actually, I think for every organization, they have to understand that that will be a crucial factor, and there you need a strong investment, a strong focus with the proper ecosystem approach.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we have one query from G.V. Subbareddy, sir. He's from Coromandel. So he is posing a question. We have two types of FPOs. One with farmers with low income and no exposure to the management skills. And second one is highly educated one having financial resources but not practicing farmers. How to make both types effective FPOs? Both the types effective FPOs. That is the query.
Ma'am, this is Subbareddy. Good afternoon, Mr. Shindeji. First of all, let me congratulate on behalf of the farming community for your excellent support and work. I only request you, you should now act as a mentor for many of the people. Very recently from Telangana also, some of the FPOs have visited your premises. They are highly motivated. Please continue that. Sometime we'll be inviting to Hyderabad to motivate these FPOs. As I asked this question, we have two types. Majorly, the first one is the many farmers with low income. They don't have the skills, but they have a good attitude that they should succeed in marketing their own product. Many a time they come and request for the inputs from us, but the major problem for that is the linkage. So what is your guidance for them? And second thing, like Dr. Kren said, now a firm like Sahyadri to take lead in collaborating, hand-holding some of these guys, because the products what they are producing, you have a better network and marketing, you can help them.
Sir, actually, if you see, if we understand where is actually our problem is not just collective creation and bringing farmer together. Our main task or main challenge is to create the ecosystem, end-to-end ecosystem from farm to the consumer. And with the one
Vilasji, you are not audible. You are not audible, Vilasji. Maybe some connectivity issue.
We are contacting him, sir.
Okay.
At Sahyadri, we are doing the same thing. If you see our structure, we have created the main organization, but with that now other APCs are also actually a part of the ecosystem. They are shareholder of the main company, and then it is now becoming like a federation structure. So in every community-wise federation, community-wise ecosystem, that should be the target. If you see in Amul also, it is happen in the same manner. Amul initially it was just Kheda Jilla Doodh Utpadak Sangh. Then in the next phase, other districts union also came together, and under one brand, under the Kheda district's Amul brand, they came together and they created a GCML, Gujarat Milk Union Federation. So I think that the same approach, that community specific federation, coming together as a farmer producer company of that community, that is I think the right approach.
So Dr. Rajareddy, sir, would you like to say anything? Please
Sanjay, it seems you're on mute.
unmute your audio.
Is it okay now?
Yes,
I
sir.
have. It's audible now.
Yes, sir.
So good afternoon to all my old friends and my dear Shindeji and other participants. And let me first appreciate the effort made by Shinde sir. So I am not saying congratulations because we have put a lot of efforts. So coming to this stage, making a presentation and also showing a 5 minutes video of your 20 years of long experience. And everybody is thinking that starting FPO is immediately we are going to earn crores of rupees. So this is not the thing, but I request all other youngsters, particularly the students of our own and extension and other students also. And as he rightly said about the passion. So don't push your students to do this or that. You try to create an atmosphere to do something good for the society. That is the most important thing. And you made a very nice presentation. And what we need is we want to know the constraints. So you have passed through almost 20 years of journey, very ups and downs. And what are those downs? We don't need ups. Anyway, everybody will tell ups. But only thing is what problems you have faced. And at least you list out those things, may not be now. But importantly, with respect to, as you rightly said about the change of the mindset. And another one is the financial management, what I heard. Maybe the another one and other things. And we have something around 400 FPOs in the state. And I discussed with many of these people, they say something, they are moving around the bush and saying, "Na, sir, acha chal raha hai, ye hai, wo hai." So then what they say, they stopped at procuring of the inputs. So that is just forming the group and combined at least doing something. But only thing is how to go about because the government is giving a lot of importance. And also we are also thinking of particularly our state, we are producing a lot of bulky foods, particularly rice and other things, how best to diversify and also to go for horticultural crops or maybe pulses, maybe oil seeds. And these products we are looking at. And by keeping these points in view, if you can throw some light, maybe few, and not necessarily that it is very difficult to enumerate the problems you have faced, but some key points, 5 or 10 key points. And also we take your help. And also I request the all extension people, just now Madhubabu was saying, he has given problem to the student, but I don't want a single fellow to do one FPO business. So you address all these 400 FPOs, maybe you make them into different groups, looking at the different ecosystems. So each village has got its own way of life. And each society, each mandal has got different kinds of the things. So by keeping these things in view, I request the extension professionals to look at, and also we were requesting you to do some operational research and also some PhD students and kind of thing. And it will be a really great help for us to frame a policy for the state of Telangana. The people are asking, the government is asking to come up with a policy on FPOs of our own, because the government of India has given some broad outlines, guidelines. Okay, with these few things, I request India Sub to highlight. If not, you can just give it in maybe a few points in writing to us, so that whoever is going to start or who has already started and stuck up can proceed further. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I think you have mentioned in the right words the challenges and also the actually what is the need of the hour. So as a Sahyadri, what we understand that commodity-wise, definitely it will be a different situation. In horticulture, we have some different challenges. Other commodities are having different challenges. And as rightly you said that the traditional crops like rice and wheat, cotton, these crops definitely it's very difficult to survive in spite of the whatever the government support and any other market favorable situation, because of the crops are having limitations on income generation side. And if you need to generate better income, you need to shift to high value crops or other high value generation activities like fishery or poultry or even milk and goatry like that. But in every community, whatever the community, the integration and also the end-to-end approach, the ecosystem creation and owned by the producer, I think that is going to remain in every community. And farmer producer company, whether in horticulture sector or in other communities, like milk, they need to think that ecosystem is their ultimate goal. Create ecosystem owned by farmer, and under one strong brand, or under one strong banner. That should be our thought. We need to think in professional manner. Though we are a small farmer, but we need a professional approach. Our quality, our productivity should be as per global standard, and we should be at par with the any global competitors, whatever that competitors size scale, but we should be at par in quality and productivity standards. I think it's not only about the farmer producer companies, directors view or farmer members view. The overall extension people or who are connected with the farmer producer company collective movement, everybody should have this understanding and clear thought that ultimate goal is to create farmer own strong ecosystem under one brand, under one globally competitive brand, globally competitive ecosystem with the same standard. And for that, we should create our strategies.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And we have another query from Vidya Sagar, who is working as an horticulture officer in Telangana. They were given the targets of FPO formation. They're having some doubts, sir. Vidya Sagar, are you online?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, this is Vidya Sagar, sir, horticulture officer from Nalgonda, sir, Nakrekal constituency. Last March 4th, we came along with our 56 farmers to Sahyadri FPO, sir. We visited your farm and excellent. There was accommodation and everything also excellent, sir. Your faculty of the showing the entire your farm also very nice, sir. And we learned so many things there. And one of the cotton new innovation thing is there, sir. That is very, very interested with our farmers. And our farmers asked them at the time, is there any possibility to training at the time of your Sahyadri farm? And again, one question, is there any possibility to link up with supply chain with lemons? Acid lime is the major area for our area, sir, in our Nakrekal constituency, Nalgonda district. We hear from the FPO, they are ready to supply lemons, acid limes. Is there any possibility or any processing side availability is there in, for acid limes?
Actually, for supply chain operation, currently we have focus on in Maharashtra state only, and the crops which are not available in our area. For that, we are sourcing it from other FPCs. So in lemon, I think I need to check with the team whether we have any gap and any requirement. But if there is any requirement, definitely we can think on supplying or bringing lemon from your FPC. So I will share numbers with you. I'm just putting the number in the chat. So maybe on that we can have one-to-one discussion. And on the skill development side also, we have regular trainings happening in the campus, and I will the same number which I have shared now. So that on that number you can have a discussion on the skill development courses also, specifically for the farmer producer company management or director, and also even technical trainings we are conducting for the farmers for the specific crops. So you can have a discussion with the Mr. Pramod Rajabhosle. I am sharing his number for the both supply chain and also your training related need.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Sir,
you.
one interesting word I have noticed in your presentation, that is on Sahyadri tourism. So what is that, sir?
Tourism, as we know that now tourism field is changing in a big way. It's not just pilgrim stations at tourism or just a hill station. Now tourists, they are looking for different experiences. And in our agriculture sector, definitely there is huge potential from the tourist angle. At Sahyadri, we have started tourist activity with this thought that one side we have to focus on our branding activity, marketing activity. Through tourism, I think this is the with the minimum cost you can have better reach to the consumer, and also with in bigger way. So instead of spending money on the any campaigning on the TV media or news media, if we'll focus on tourism activity, so with one people you can reach to the 10 people. Seeing is a believing. That is a best marketing strategy. So that is a one advantage we can have through the tourism activity. And the second most advantage that tourism itself is becoming a big revenue generation activity. So in the rural area at farm, you can have another alternative source of your revenue that can also help to bring revenue in other sources also, in logistic format, in the other services in the rural area. So at Sahyadri, we have taken this initiative now with the professional approach that tourism will not just a marketing activity, it will be a big revenue generation activity for our individual farmer and also for the nearby community.
Thank you, sir. Madhababu, sir, do you have any query?
No, Dr. Vasanta. Okay.
Okay.
I already.
Okay. So, any other queries from the participants?
Students, especially students are there. No, if it is good, if the students come forward to ask some questions.
Yes, because it is the March month end, sir is extremely busy. Just because out of our so many requests, sir has participated. So please kindly put your queries as early as possible. Any other queries?
Just an observation, Kiran. So somebody has asked about whether the companies can be which are registered as cooperatives can be converted into a company act. In fact, most of the dairies companies like Amul and all, earlier they were cooperatives, now they have turned into FPOs. So that's not an issue.
Okay. So thank you.
Madam.
Yeah, if there are no other
sir, recently our Honorable Prime Minister also given a slogan that we have to act local for the global. That is the slogan he has given just day before yesterday.
Right.
Really, your actions are speaking like that. There they are replicating. You are the source of inspiration for many.
Thank you, sir.
It's not that for FPOs and farmers also. And my request is in future, we have to touch upon the major two crops of our country. One is paddy, the South Indian major crop, and wheat, the North Indian major crop. So how best you can look at, because now, so the only alternative to meet the requirements of this excess production is export. So FPOs can come together, acts as a platform for exporting the produce of these two crops.
I think wheat farmer and rice farmer, APCs from that farmer, I think they should take lead for such challenges. Other farmers who are not growing rice or wheat, they could not solve their problem. So the rice farmer and wheat farmers problem can be solved with their own initiative.
It's true.
Sir, and we expect your contributions or many more initiatives in the natural farming side also, sir. So try to produce those natural farming products and market them.
Definitely, we have clear understanding on this food safety challenges, as already I mentioned in my presentation, and we also have this understanding as a farmer that our farming should be a profitable venture. So if I can make farming profitable without any single input, outside input, I think I will be the most happiest person. But I think the balance approach that if there is no right or assured source or solution on my own farm level or with the local sources, I need to depend on the outside agencies for the time being. But the ultimate goal is to go to the 100% natural and organic produce. But it is a step-by-step process. And in the first phase, at least you should assure that everything is safe and everything is cost efficient. And then step by step, you will develop overall ecosystem that will be more logical. So we are going with that logic. But ultimately, already we have created organic farmers, who are interested in organic farming. So in Sahyadri, we have one organic Sahyadri organic farmer producer company, and we are also giving full support to other farmers also who are ready to convert to the 100% organic and natural.
Okay, sir. So thank you so much, sir. If there are no queries, with the permission of our director, we'll conclude this webinar. Now, I request Dr. Madhubabu, sir, who is the professor and head, Agricultural Extension Department, College of Agriculture, Rajendra Nagar, and also the Joint Secretary of SCP, Hyderabad, to propose vote of thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Vasanta. Am I audible?
You're audible, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. A very good evening to all of you. And it is my immense pleasure, gratitude, and I would like to extend my sincere thanks from the inner core of my heart to Mr. Vilas Shinde for his excellent presentation. So I could able to say that it is not only presentation, it is an experience witnessed. Really, your presentation has made us to get motivated like anything, sir, Shindeji, and we would like to eagerly visit your farm. And you made like, I really, because nowadays the season is going on RR movie. So even though I am not so much interested to see RR movie immediately, but I would like to see your Sahyadri farms immediately. So we immensely extend our thanks, sir, on behalf of my personal behalf, but also from Society of Extension Professionals. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. I also keep on record because we have seen many stalwarts here in the on the screen that, in the morning when I was extending invitation to G.V. Subbareddy Garu, who is known to me for several years. And he started telling many positive points about Sahyadri farms. So that was the image you had. And I would like to extend my sincere thanks for the gracious presence of Subbareddy Garu. And also, we know Dr. Rajareddy Garu as a Krushi Valudu. I personally feel that whenever I remember him, he is a Krushi Valudu. And because his presence made me to feel happy. And also, sir, for your for providing your thought-provoking process to initiate what to be done in future with regards to farmer producer organizations or producer companies. And you have given us a strong message how we can able to guide our students. So thank you very much for your gracious presence, sir. And also we had our Honorable Vice Chancellor from Horticulture University, having known about Sahyadri farms and also as per the importance of the subject, Madam made out because of her busy schedule. She has attended and also discussed about many things regarding Sahyadri Farms, also farmers producer companies. And also I have seen in the list of participants and on the screen. So when I had been to manage for taking my students in the beginning of starting up this presentation, I have seen the presence of Dr. S.V. Reddy and who are the stalwarts of extension, and also Dr. M.N. Reddy was also there. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to them. And one more important, actually, we know Dr. Kiran. Kiran is doing good work in tribal area of Visakhapatnam, and also he has thrown some light on whatever he has asked, and we came to know some knowledge, and we had some clarification by putting few questions to you, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Kiran. And I would like to thank the director EA and his team. Even though we are part and parcel, the initiative, the zeal and enthusiasm to take this society to a higher level. And also he is very particular about creating some platform to share the knowledge from different sources, and also making his efforts sincerely, regularly and periodically. Definitely we are going to keep this society to bring to the higher level, and also in future we are going to make this society recognizable throughout India. So thank you, Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy, Director EA, and also his team. I would also extend my sincere thanks to the faculty of Department of Extension Education, and also the faculty of EA and other extension wings in the University of PZT SAU. And this really reminding us to how best we have to work based on the priority of Government of India and also the priorities of the concerned state government. So finally, I would like to thank the students who are really, you are the future hope. So I expect, but I am little bit disappointed that no student has come forward to ask some questions. And it is you to just take the ideas into future and realize whatever, because you can take Shindeji as a great inspiration. Why not you can become 2 or 3 Shindes in future? It's not the single Shinde. So that is what the inspiration you should get. So whenever you participate in this type of seminars, you should feel that it is great opportunity to participate along with the experienced people who have given some sort of additions to the presentation. So that is what in future I would like to expect, and also thank all of you for making your time to participate in the presentation. So finally, I would like to also extend my thanks to the team of Sahyadri Farm, because they may be supporting you, sir. Definitely, we would like to visit your farm in future. And also, I would like to suggest my students, when time permits, to visit, because seeing is believing, you said right word. So if they visit really, and it is very clear by making your video and we have witnessed, but really visiting farm is very nice, great opportunity. So this is what I would like to think. And in future, definitely, if time permits, we would like to visit your farm. So thank you one and all. If I forget anybody, to extend my sincere thanks, so please don't mind. So those who are part and parcel of taking forward this type of initiative and stakeholders, I would like to thank everyone for this great opportunity. Thank you one and all.
Yeah, thank you, Madhu. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, you all are most welcome to visit Sahyadri Farms. Let me know whenever it is possible for you. Just inform us. Our team will take care of all our visit. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
you,
you,
Shindeji. Our wish is somehow we would like to have coordination with Sahyadri and Telangana in the days to come. We'll discuss.
Sure.
And it is for the benefit of the house, I would like to share that he is the regular resource person, expert for various training programs organized at our EI. And there is no training program without Shinde sir as with regard to the FPOs. So for that also we are highly indebted, sir, for you. And being in spite of your very busy schedule, very tight schedule, it is known from your close quarters that you are already preoccupied with some other activity, but in spite of that, and you have obliged our request, for that also we are highly thankful to you.
Thank you.
Sir, Raj sir, we are highly thankful for Subba Reddy sir, Raj Reddy sir, for your continuous presence on the screen. On the screen especially. Thank you, sir, for your keen interest in getting the insights from the Sahyadri saga. So thank you,
sir.
Vedanand.
Thank you. Bye.
And we will meet in the next webinar, probably on the 28th of April from Dr. S. Venku Reddy. Thank you, sir.
Right, thank you.
Sure.